Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farmville. Well, the crop rotation is the order that they appear on the list. That's not a problem. So we've got oats and we have sunflowers that need to go into the ground. Field 5 has been planted, 17 and 22 has been planted. These 4 fields here have not been planted, and if we go through this way, we've got no need to ploughing. We do need to put a bit of lime onto those 2 fields right there. The previous crops that they had, this one was canola and this one was oats, which means those are the only 2 that we've actually got a specific crop that we've got to put in. After oats is corn, and after canola is oats. So the canola field, number 3, that one is going to be oats. And then one of these 3 will be the other. What I'm probably going to actually do is put the sunflowers, I think, into field 4. Which one am I going to put into field 16? That's the biggest field. I don't know yet. We'll go and see. But I'm going to want this one. I'm going to need to take the front weight off because I've gone and bought a planter that I want to use for putting this in the ground. So I'm going to put the front weight down over here. Let's have the front weight selected. Do it. Right, we'll drop that one down there. And I'm going to head off to the dealership and I'm going to go and get the new toy that I bought. And then I'm going to bring it back here so that I can fill it up. So the machine that I went and bought is this one right here, which means that we've got to put this one here on the front, except that I need to do that from around the other side. That one goes on the front right there, and then we come on round here, and that's our other seed drill that we had to buy back from our last random event. And I get that one on there like that. So I can fold this one up. And he folds up like that. Now, I'm pretty sure that this one, in order to unhitch it, you've got to do it like that. So when you buy it first, he's folded in the up position. But other than that, he's unfolded, it's in down position when you buy it. Why do the cars have to stop so far back? And seriously, like, you stop with the people way back from there, but then you won't stop for me. You come right up and nudge your nose against the front of my machine here. This is not acceptable. This is not how we behave, right? This is absolutely not how we behave. So I need to plant sunflowers. I need to decide whether I put the sunflowers in this field here on my left, or... Wait, that's... What was in here? This was canola in here. That one there was canola. So that one has a set crop, doesn't it? Canola. That's got to be oats in there. And then the oat field, that's got to be corn. So that one's got to be corn, and that one's got to be oats. Which means sunflowers in one of these, beans in one of these, and sorghum in one of these. I think I'm going to do sorghum in the bigger field, and I will do the sunflowers in field 4 this time. And then after that, it's going to be a little bit easier for us to figure out which crops go where, because I'm just going to keep working down through the list. And we're not doing root crops, so it should make it reasonably easy for us to be able to do. So I got 136 litres for fertilizer on the back and 560 litres for seed. Now this one here we're planting with sunflowers to start with, so I'm going to fill that up with fertilizer like that, and then somehow... How do I fill this up with... This is always difficult. Let's take the cover off. Right, this is both seed. Should be seed. Yes, it is seed. I know it's seed because I've bought seed here before. This front one, what's this going to fill up with? This can only fill up with one thing. It's probably going to fill up with fertilizer. Ah, seed. That one can fill up with seed there. Now, that's saying 2,200. What we're not going to be able to do, I don't think, is fill up the back. Or maybe I can if I unfold it. Let's see. Drop that down there. I see no reason why it won't. There we go. Right. So, for some reason I had to unfold it in order to be able to do that. I'm not quite sure why, because I've still got to fold it in order to be able to move it. Usually you can fill these things up when they're folded, but apparently not this one. Anyway, let's get to the field and start planting this one, except that... Which one am I doing sunflowers in? Sunflower. I'm doing sunflowers in this one. This one's already been ploughed up because I was going to do sorghum in the bigger field. So I don't actually need to do anything. I was just thinking that maybe I would need to do some ploughing or something first. But no, I don't need to do that. And the other one that we're going to do is oats, I think it is. So look. Oats. Yes, it is oats. And that one is going in the canola field. It's going into field 3. That one we can use the other seed drills, direct seed drills, so we should be alright with that one. You here, you know, it'd probably help if I actually started this one up. Let's try it like that, shall we? There we go. And we've also got some lime that we need to spread on, well, the field on our left needs a bit of lime on some of it. The field 1 down the other end, that needs lime on all of it. So I'm thinking that I will only do field 1 because that needs lime on all of it. And then the one up here that needs only a bit of lime, we will leave that until all of the field needs lime and then we'll do it. I think that's going to be an easier way. So just run down through here and get these sunflowers planted and avoid the tree at the same time. Be an excellent idea if I was to actually do that. I wonder if this is going to plant or if it's going to say, nope, too much curvature of the earth, we don't like it. Just touch and go there a bit. It thought about not doing it for a minute. And on and around. And this is why I don't have crop destruction. Although actually crop destruction wouldn't make any difference on that because it's only like the first stage that's gone through. And the rain should stop soon. Technically we shouldn't be doing this in the rain, but because we've only got 1 day a month, I'm going to carry on and do the work in the rain anyway, because otherwise we're going to end up sort of getting into difficulties with that one, I think. And then I'm going to bring you back over this way. And then drop that in there. And just do out this little bit down here. All the way out to the end. And then I'm going to do another pass up this end where we've got a tree. And then I'm hoping that the hired help will be able to carry on and do most of the rest of this field. If they can do that, I can go and get another tractor and I can start doing some other planting. And the other planting I'm thinking of doing is we'll start... Well, actually, I don't know if I can do the oats yet. I think I'm going to need this tractor to run the direct seed drill. So we could go and... just start that one up a minute. We could get the fertilizer spinner and change that out. Change out the fertilizer that we've got in there. Right, you're going to come down here, and then you're going to try and turn around, and you look like you're going to do it, so we'll leave you to it. This one right here, it's got fertilizer in it at the moment. Just going to drag it forward. I think it will, if I try to unload this, I think it's going to go to the left-hand side. Not enough space to unload. Okay. I'm leaving it down on the ground, because I'll be able to unload. Right, okay. There. Now, hopefully, it will allow me to put some lime in here. Whether or not we're going to be able to spread the lime across the field, I don't know. I'm actually aiming for the field that's furthest away from us, which this tractor only does 34k, which means it's a little bit slow getting down there. And then we've also got to be able to actually put the lime in the field and then come back again. So, I'm curious as to whether or not I'm going to have to drive up and down there a couple times. Well, I managed to get down here all right. That wasn't a problem. Let's have a look and see what we can do with spreading lime. Okay, it spreads very, very quickly, but it does spread very, very wide. I'm dusting the road at the moment. I think I am actually going to have to go back and get another lot, because this isn't going to be enough to finish the field. Not even close. This is slightly annoying. I need a... You know that big Bredel one that we went and sold and got rid of? That one would be really good for spreading lime on the field, wouldn't it? That would be just perfect for the job, rather than this little thing. Maybe we'll do that. Not today. We're not going to do that today. I'm going to go back and get another load, and that'll be enough to finish that field. And I'm definitely not going to worry about the bigger field, because that's only partly needing some lime. There's a couple things that I should say. One is that, well, the planter has just finished with the sunflowers down there, but we're going to have weeds coming through. So I've turned the weeds on. We're going to have weeds coming in. What we're going to need to do is deal with the weeds. Now, I'm not doing this farm as an organic one, because a lot of you have said, I always do organic. Can I please just do like a standard farm? Just for once, please, because you always do the organic options. Fair enough, I do. And just because I like that doesn't mean that everybody is going to want to do it that way. So I will do this as a conventional farm, which means that we're going to need a sprayer, because that's without a doubt the fastest, most efficient way of dealing with the weeds. Any field that is ploughed doesn't have weeds coming up through, but the fields that are not ploughed will have weeds coming through, and I think a sprayer is the best option. Now, there are numerous different types of sprayer that we can go and get. We can get a small one that's mounted on the back of the tractor, or we can get a self-propelled sprayer. Now, it doesn't seem overly realistic to have a monstrous, great big self-propelled sprayer that can spread booms across the entire field in a single pass. However, we do also have a little bit of money, and although I'm going to be still spending some of that money, I'm not going to be going and spending the money on, oil mill or anything like that. Now, ruled that one out. Incidentally, the coffee greenhouse. Several of you love the idea, but some of you also really hate the idea of the coffee greenhouse. So I'm probably going to disappoint... Well, I'm definitely going to disappoint some of you, because... some of you want it and some of you don't. So some of you will be disappointed with my decision. Many of you know about my deep, deep love of coffee and how I consider it to be one of life's absolute essentials. So you can probably guess which way that one's going to go. I'm not going to spend lots of time on the coffee greenhouses, because I do understand that I did basically say I wasn't going to do greenhouses at the start. Anyway, I'm just going to use up the last little bit of the lime here. I did say I wasn't going to do greenhouses at the start of the series because I didn't want to. And as soon as I seen the shiny coffee thing, I immediately changed my mind. And I do understand that. It does seem a little bit hypocritical of me, but it's coffee. So I will have it going. It's not going to be a major part. We'll deal with that later on when we've got a bit of, maybe we'll run a couple of years through the cycle and then we will see. Let me get this one back and park it up, and then I need to get the seed drill back and park that one up, and then we need to go and get the other seed drill, and we need to go and plant the next crop. We have 15 litres of fertilizer left on this one, so we will just top that up and then we'll park it up. The next crop that we need to plant with this one is going to be in the oat field, and it's going to be corn that we'll be planting in there. So if we have a look in here and just double check that a second. Yes, in the oat field it will be corn. That one though hasn't had the ground prepared. So if we have a look here, growth, soil composition, it's neither of those. Well, if we just look here, oats there, it's got nothing prepared. This one we can direct drill. Those two are prepared. That one, we're going to need to do something to it in order to be able to plant with this one, because this is not a direct, at least I don't think it's a direct drill. Let me just double check this a second. We have a look in here, and we go to planters right there. Let me go through. If it's a direct drill, it's a bit different, but I don't think it is. It's this one that I have bought. These machines are used to seed crops like wheat, barley, canola. Wheel weights are recommended on the tractor. Wheel weights are on the tractor are recommended for use, I should say. Right. It doesn't suggest anything about direct drilling, so we're going to need to prepare the field for this seed drill in order to be able to plant, which means that we either need to plow it or we need to cultivate it. Now, with oats, we could just get a cultivator. So if we buy a cultivator and put that one in there, that would work absolutely fine. Tickety-boo and all fine and dandy. That would be great. We could do that. If we were to plow it, it's definitely going to take longer. We've done an awful lot of plowing so far in this series, so I'm kind of thinking that a cultivator would be the better option, just for a bit of variety, because as we all know, variety is the spice of life. So I want to get that seed drill on over there, and I think this is the only tractor that can handle that one. We do want to get some bigger tractors. I had some people say they want John Deere. I had some people say that they want some New Holland. As far as the combine goes, a few different suggestions were made. There was someone said Fendt. There is a Fendt that they really like that actually has an option for black on the combine. And I haven't looked at this yet, so I want to see which one they were talking about. See, I don't want these really huge combines. I don't think that it's going to be well suited to the series. Although, see, that one there is... It's that Fendt. I think it's that Fendt right there. Now, it's not the hugest combine, but it's still pretty big. There's a 30-foot header on it. That's going to... There's 9.2 meter header on there. And if we compare that to the biggest combines up here, that one there takes the 40-foot header, and that one is the 45-foot header. So a 30-foot header is quite a step down from that. And the idea was that the black for the Fendt does actually look quite cool. And I'm inclined to agree with that. I've been thinking about this, and I rather do like this option. So we've got the ideal 8 PL there, 9 PL, which is an extra 100,000. That's 500,000. So I don't think we actually need to get the bigger versions of this. The wheel setup can just stay as it is. Should we go with white tires on it? I'm kind of thinking that we do something like that. That's probably what we're going to go with. And then we will get the... Wait. Combination. We'll get that one and that one. Possibly even the sunflower header as well. But I don't think the sunflower header is really going to be worth it to start with. The reason you get a sunflower header is because it's half the speed again. So it is actually quite cool because of the speed that you can get with it. But I don't think we actually need that. So anyway, that's to come in the future. This one right here, we want to head off, and we're planting oats in this one now. So I'm going to switch to oat right there, and then I'm going to go here. I do need to undo the cover. Then I can fill it up. Close that back down again. And we will head off down to the field. So I've still got a seed drill that's back at the dealership that I'm going to need to go and collect. And I will do that. That's on my to-do list. Just not quite yet. We've got other things that we want to do. And I need to get a cultivator going in one of the fields. So what I think I will do is I will buy a cultivator, and then we'll go and get our other tractor, the Zeta, and we'll run that one down, and we'll use that one to do it. So the canola field, was that? No, it wasn't the canola field, was it? It was the canola field. Right, it's this field right here that needs to have this one in. So we'll bring you in here, like this. And we will start doing our planting. Now, if I'm buying a combine that is going to set a... I thought you were a direct drill. Apparently this is not a direct drill. I thought this one was. That's why I kept it. I was going to say that's why I bought it, but no, I didn't buy it. I just kept it. Well, this is awkward. See, does that one... See, that doesn't have the whole piece. Where's the other? Oh, it's the power harrow. The cultivator prepare. You're a cultivator section. So why don't you work? Is this one of those things where it won't do it the first time through on the field? Or is it just not going to do it for reasons unbeknown to me? You can unhitch the seed drill part, and you can use it as a power harrow, and then I can go here and I can hitch it on here. Let's see, that's that bit. For some reason when it's in combination it's not working as a direct drill. I would have thought that it would. Like, I'm genuinely confused as to why it's not doing that, but I want that one to be a direct drill. It's quite important to me that it is a direct drill. So as it's not acting as a direct drill, I'm going to take it back and I'm going to buy something different. Alright, all I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Great Plains one right there. Take us all the way back to, what's that, FS17, I think it is. That was the Great Plains one that we all started with. And this one here is a 4-meter drill. The Great Plains one is only a 3-meter drill, which is a little bit disappointing. I mean, the other option, of course, is that's also a 3-meter drill. And these require considerably more horsepower. That's why I was going for the Great Plains one, so I was thinking it's a bit less horsepower. But it's also something that can sort of fold up a little bit. And I did kind of want that. The other option is that I'd go and buy this huge great big planter here, which is a little bit oversized for the small fields that we're working at the moment. And that's kind of why I'm not wanting to do that. So for now, we will go with the Great Plains one, because we've only got small fields. Let's buy that one. Yep, okay. I can change the seed over, and we'll better go and plant the oats. That won't be a problem. And unfortunately, this seed drill is going to have to be gotten rid of. I'm really disappointed with that, because the actual cultivator bit, the power harrow bit, that does actually do what it's supposed to do. It does the power harrow, but when you've got them in combination, for whatever reason, it doesn't appear to work as a direct drill, which is a little bit of a jolly nuisance as far as I'm concerned, because I need it to operate as a direct drill. Bit of a shame. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just empty out that, leave it there, and then we'll back in here and we can load that into the Great Plains seeder. So let's go over to here and we will sell repaint, repair, sell. And then that one, repaint, repair, and sell that one as well. Okay, job done. Now, I will get the Great Plain Cedar on. The other cedar I will take back to the yard at some point. Not going to at the moment. So let's hook you on. This one takes fertilizer as well, which is quite handy. Well, it would be quite handy, except that I kind of want the seed here. Okay, let me try opening the other one. I don't know why it just won't fill these up from these crates sometimes. Like, you got beside them and you press R and it just won't do it. You've actually got to physically pick them up like this and put them above the... This one's just not working at all. Are you just not going to take seeds today? Apparently it's just not going to take seeds today. I might have the wrong one open there, so let's just see if I've got that a second. And no, I'm not actually picking them up by hand. What I'm doing is the dealership here is using their forklift to do the job. Ah, right, there we go. So that's gone into there, and I've got a bit left that I'm going to put down here. And then I'm hoping that I can put some of that into this one. This one takes... Okay, I can't see how much that one takes. I'll have to come back to that. And as this seed drill does take... I'm not going to worry about the fertilizer on this one. Let me close the lid. I'm not going to worry about the fertilizer on it. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we will go and plant, and then we'll put fertilizer on afterwards. So this one needs to be planting oats. Let's run back up there. And then the next... Actually, there's not a lot else that we want to do. We'll spread some fertilizer in the... like when we've gone through another day, I think. Let's go in here. And see if this one actually works. If this one doesn't work, I'm going to be very disappointed. I had this issue before, though, with some of them. Okay, this one does work. That's fine. Some direct drills. I think that was on the Calmland series. I started off, the direct drills just were not direct drilling, and that was really, really frustrating. It kind of just set the tone for a lot of the rest of the stuff that I tried to do there, and yeah, I wasn't overly pleased with that. There did seem to be a catalogue of disasters there. Some of the stuff worked well, but not everything. I still haven't decided what to do about the trees, whether or not I should actually bother with getting wood chips from them or not. Probably I'm not going to. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.